Real estate in Venezuela for 2025 and up. Good business. How the market is moving? Well, today we are going to discuss.
Welcome to Venezuela Insider, the only place in Venezuela for expats, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, investors, travelers, and related internationals. For more information, venezuelainsider.com.
Well, today we are going to discuss the real estate situation in Venezuela in 2025. And obviously, this is not Venezuela. This is a location in Eastern Europe. Yeah, doing some, playing some road games right now. And the reason what I'm gonna do this video because of course I know I haven't been active creating content on the past year and a half, something like that. And I want to make an update regarding the real estate situation in Venezuela. Of course, after everything that has been going on since the election and since Trump got elected, and now this political standoff, and right now it's a military standoff. So the status quo has changed a little bit, but not as many people are speculating right now. And that's why when I felt the urgency to make this video. Well, first let's discuss what just a couple of the events on the past year and change. First, we got the election in July 28th on last year, 2024, and that created a post-electoral crisis. Maduro got re-elected, but the opposition says that the the candidate, the Maria Corina Machado, that's basically the only opposition in the country, and her candidate, Edmundo Gonzalez, is the president. So this particular president-elect of the opposition is recognized by most of the Western countries. Meanwhile, Maduro still, is de facto in charge and recognized by not the Western candidate, not the Western politicians in the world. So that's the sum it up, and of course, some turmoil happened weeks afterwards. Now, then, we know that Trump got elected, and Trump is very hawkish to Venezuela, to Maduro mostly. And first, it was diplomatic, and right now is military. And that has created, of course, a lot of turmoil and also, a situation. We are on a, let's say, a standoff, and the situation is uncertain. So, uncertainty will be the word in order to describe what is going on in Venezuela right now and how it's going to end. Some people are speculating about a regime change in Venezuela for a more Western friendly government from Maria Corina Machado, basically. And the situation, well, we don't know how it will end. Hopefully, it's going to end for the better. Now, going to business, real estate. What is going on with real estate in Venezuela? Well, the first thing I'm going to say, what is not going on is that I see many people on social media speculating and having like a day trader mindset that, of course, since there is a turmoil right now, the prices are coming down, so this is the time to buy in order, buy the dip mentality in order to get a profit. And that is not exactly how the market is moving right now regarding real estate in Venezuela. The other thing I have to say, and I have beaten this dead horse many times, is about the situation on the market. The first mistake that many people from abroad make regarding real estate in Venezuela is treating the Venezuelan real estate market as homogeneous. Is the same thing, is not the case. The difference, market to market, state by state, city by city, and even neighborhood by neighborhood, is completely different. It's very heterogeneous and has every small regional market has a completely different dynamic. And I see people on social media saying that it's not the other way around. So, and that is what's going on right now. So please don't take this as an advice that please don't make the mistake of thinking that each market is different. I explained that the bottom of the market was around 2018. And afterwards, we had like a K-shaped recovery depending on the market. And the most coveted markets have recovered quickly, kinda. And then a handful of secondary markets have been growing as well. So the two times, if you want to, buy the deep mentality, you have that mindset, will be between 2018 and 2021. Those were the best times. If you want to buy, the bare bottom of the market, of course, we got the chop going on during COVID, and afterwards has been going up. Even some depressed markets that have been stagnated have been risen a little bit, and the nice coveted markets like east side of Caracas, Lecheria, things like that have been going up. Margarita Island took a little bit later, but also is taking off, has taken off. The reports that I see, the getting information, getting intel on the market, on the macro level, is kind of complicated. There is not great intel. I have to do a lot of work in order to get the best macro intel possible. And I see reports that since the situation last year or year to date, you can see increases 8%, 15%, something of that nature. So the market has been growing even with the circumstances that we are right now. That will be the most important thing for this video. Now, depending on the outcome of this particular political and military standoff that we have right now, is not gonna be of course, that is a crapshoot. I'm doing, of course, following the situation on daily basis because, part of my job. And the other thing is regarding purchasing a real estate property as an international. It's quite difficult. I explained this many times. The red tape is horrible. It's not a better way to put it. And if the situation changes, that red tape is going to change as well. And it's going to change the dynamics and the outcome of the market right now. So if you're thinking on speculating or investing on real estate properties in Venezuela, please don't do it on a simplistic matter. Know what you're doing, depending also what is your particular goal with any particular property. You are investing, speculating, a pied a terre, also doing it for the future. You want piece of the action. You want to be involved on any particular outcome on the market, and that is, well, something that you have to consider. So it's a case by case scenario, and take with a grain of salt what you see on social media, on the mainstream media regarding the situation in Venezuela, and especially regarding real estate. So I sustain everything that I said previously, past years, regarding the real estate market in Venezuela. Of course, the situation under the special circumstances that we are right now has mutated. So please take it with a grain of salt. And if you're thinking of doing a particular investment on real estate, do your due diligence. And that's why we are here. So thank you again, and we'll see each other on the next video.
Thank you for watching Venezuela Insider. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. If you want to work with us, venezuelainsider.com. Thanks again and have a nice day.